Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is September the 14th, 2023, and it's 12 o'clock. We're going to be here tentatively till about 2, working on the Legit Kit project. And this week's is a little bit challenging, so we're going to go very, very slow. So with that being said, I have my special guest and cohort partner in crime, Delia, with me. Sassy Steph couldn't be with us. She's having internet issues today, and Jersey Girl will be in the chat moderating. And she just sent me a message making sure our live's up, and it is. So with that being said, Memoirs is in the chat. She's going to be following along. There's a couple items that we are going to use today, and I'm definitely going to be using my clapper along the way as I heat up a seam and I make sure and it's in place where I want it to go. I'll use my acorn pin and I'll leave it rest with the clapper for just a couple seconds. So I like to stack those together. Let me see. Let me get this phone out of the way and over here. That way it's out of my vision line, so it won't bother me any. So let me slip into the chat. Memoirs. Hello, Donna and Delia. Linda Faust is in the house. Hello, Donna, Joe, Delia, and everyone. Zandra. Hello, Donna and Joe. Susie, sorry I'm late on the phone. Wait a minute. On the phone, it's being slow. Absolutely. Susie, like I said, she's going to be on the back end today. And she'll be watching the chat as well. Barbara B, hello, Donna and Delia. And welcome to all that are joining us. I'm going to let the chat catch up as people are getting the alerts. That way I don't have to go back through and reiterate everything that I'm going to be talking as we're going through the parts. Rebel is in the house. Good morning. Teresa Foster is in the house. I did get a package today, so if Teresa Lynch comes in the house, well, one of my moderators also let me know. I've got a package here, and from the feel of it, I think it is for Project Dress-A-Girl, but I want her to let me know before I open it, and then I'll know whether to open it today or save it until Tuesday's live when I'm doing Project Dress-A-Girl. So I'm going to sit it back here out of the way. It's not forgotten by any means. Let me see. I want to make sure that I'm covering everything. Let me see. Our first week we did do A4, B4, D1, and D4. They were our easy blocks in the outside perimeter that we did go ahead and pull and work on those. The homework was to work on getting all of your parts together for A1 and A2 so we could come together today and do the piecing of building these out. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I can assure you we will get all of A1 done, and we may or may not get all of A2 done. If not, there will be homework for those that are doing it. We're going to get as far along as we can, and then we'll end at our normal time between 2 and 2:15. So let me see. Homework was to do all of the parts. Next week, you're going to have homework on A3 and B1 and be ready to piece on the 23rd, the 21st of next week. Paula Hill, good morning, all. I don't have little Hooter, so I'm working on my big G. I can't wait to see that, Paula. Please share it with our Handmade by Ying Let's Share group. I would love to see it. Janine's in the house. Hello, Donna and Day. I got my homework done for today. Yay. I am so happy. I love it when our girls get together and they do everything that they're supposed to. And the main thing was getting your parts, all of the fabric on all of your parts, and preliminary getting it laid out. So I do have a special request on behalf of Legit Kits. They sent out a large email mass today. If you've ever bought from them, you've got this notice. Legit Kits had an ambulance that when they rolled up at a quilting event, you knew Legit was in the house. It was a refurbished ambulance. It had legit kid on the side, legit kid fabrics rode across, legit kid fabric department on their ambulance. There was a large fire, a brake issue caused a fire, and the ambulance, may the beast rest in peace. So with that being said, it will not be coming back unless they can find another way, or maybe possibly, I don't know. But anyway, Mike has set up, it's called the Beast Memorial Sale. And I'll have Joe slip down to the camera on the table to be able to show you. This was what, anytime you went to one of the quilt shows or anything, you would see this ambulance. If you saw this in the lot, you know legit was in the house. How cool is that? I don't know what they'll end up coming up with, but I'm sure there'll be something. But for 3 days, you're going to see a large sale. And they're calling it the Beast Memorial Sale. It's going to run today through Sunday at midnight. And they've got this road out really, really cute. It was a beautiful day. The sun beating down. I had the radio on and I was driving. Trees went by. Me and Dell were singing Little Runaway, I Was Flying by Tom Petty, running down my dream. The Beast will always be a special place in Legit's heart everywhere to honor the Beast. We and all of the kits he carried from coast to coast. We put some of our favorite designs on sale. Kits and panels are on sale for a limited time with a limited supply. You've got a 3-day sale coming. Instead of their $4.99, they marked them to $3.99. Now they're giving you an additional $99 off of these quilt tops. These are your full ones. It is Autumn the Fox. It's a full quilt top kit. It's for $300 and it's only up until Sunday. Legit Caribou, $300 until Sunday. Larry the Deviant, what a cute little pup. That's for $300. One of their newer patterns, Easy Rider Quilt Top, that's also on sale for $300. And Mow the Cat for $300. Then we're going to go down into the smaller quilt kits. Legit Flying Geese Quilt Top. That one is on sale, $59 off, and it's on sale for $230. Clownfish Quilt Top Kit is on sale for $200. Then they're going to segue over to the fabric panels. If you like their panels, you're not going to want to miss this. Water Lily Mini Fabric Panel, Orchid Mini Fabric Panel, and the Rose Mini Fabric Panel. Anybody that knows, they're like 40-ish, 45-ish dollars on the regular. They're on sale for $29.25. So if you're into fabric panels and you have not ordered yet, you want to slip over to their site. My link will be dropped here momentarily. Please use my affiliate link. It helps our channel and lets Legit Kit know that you heard it from us, that they're having a big sale. I'd humbly appreciate your love and support for Legit Kits. They took a big hit with this loss. So please step out and support them along the way. As I said, week 1, we finished up A4, B4, D1, and D4. Today, we're going to attempt to piece together A1 and A2 in the piecing. That was your homework for last week. This coming week, your homework will be A3 and B1. If we don't get A2 totally completed, you're going to be on your own on the back end, piecing it together, but you're going to have all of the basics. So let me get my sales pitch out of the way, and I'll get it up here because I will be talking about that tomorrow night as well. So if someone, Joe, can you drop my affiliate link in the chat for anybody that would like to have that? Hold on. It's in the description box, but give me 1 second and I'll go ahead and drop that as well. Let me see. I've got to get my notes. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence with them. We are all about legit kits over here, and I want to make sure that they know that we sent you along. So let me save my link, and anytime that you do want to order, the link will always be there for you. Let me get here, get into the chat real quick, and then I'll drop it, and then it'll be there. And if my moderators can save that, you'll be able to drop it periodically whenever you need to. Whoever doesn't do their homework will get a star sticker. Yeah, you'll get some kind of sticker. All right, so I've got that up here and out of the way. And I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make sure that I've got this over here in case I've got the iron over here. So let me move up here. Let me see. Greenland Quilters in the house. Hello, Donnell. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. I'm planning on doing my very first live video this Saturday. This will be the first time ever doing a video on my channel. Congratulations. You're going to love it. And as I'm subscribed, so we'll just make sure that the alerts are on. Cat's Gallery, hello from California. So my moderators will work the chat. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Little Hooter, and we're going to get working. So if Joe could come down to the table, as you can see, I will be using some form of a marking tool as we're working through. So you're going to know, as the subscribers on the back end, exactly where we are each week. I just want to make sure that you know that block is either done or in the works. So today we're working right here on A1. This doesn't look very hard at all. All of the pieces are there. Lining up right here is where it's going to be a little bit challenging. Then we're going to come over here, and as you can see, we will work from the top down and coming across to the eye. That goal is, when this baby is all pieced, we have an eyeball. So that's our goal. So let me move this out of the way. And I have my paperwork set here. Anytime you get a legit kit, you always get the assembly guide. They are very, very important. It's twofold. You have your directions on the way they choose for you to piece. I've seen people try to piece without it. I highly recommend that you go in order as they are telling you. They know what their kit should look like in the end. So follow their directions as much as you can. They are very easy to read, and it can be challenging at times. So just do what your directions say. For A1, we're to join A1C to A1D. So I'm going to look here for my A1C. A1C. I want to separate my pieces just a little bit so that I can get these separated down. So that's going to be right here, these two little pieces. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick them up, make sure that you've got them in the right order, your C to your D. And when they're laid in here per the directions, you're going to also want to look at your mapping over here. So you're going to just flip them to where they are facing each other. That's really, really important. So you're going to put them bellies down like this. I'm trying to get into the camera's view. You're going to take a pin. You're going to go through the top corner here, and it's going to come through. Then you're going to take it straight to the back and make sure that you're lined up. If you get that lined up, that is fabulous. Then you're going to take the bottom section, and you're just going to wiggle it and get it as flat as you can. Then you're going to get another pin, and you're going to take that pin and you're going to stick it straight through. And if everything lines up and it looks like it should, you're just going to push your pin together. Some people opt not to use the pins and just straight line sew. I'm a pinner. I need to know that my lines in the end are going to line up. On this particular piece, you're going to see a little white line right here. That's telling me that I have something that's going to line up. So if you do not want to sew yet, you can put that pin sticking sideways like this and just open this seam up, and you're going to see if everything lines up there as well. So that's another little tip. But all of my seams line up. I don't want my fabric to shift, so we're going to go ahead and sew the first piece in. And just so slow. My machine's not giving me a choice. It's sewing slow. So let me rethread real quick. And then we'll be set up. There, you got any questions yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a peak on the top right?
Hold
Hanging
on.
out?
Hold on. Let me get this needle threaded and then I'll have a look.
Because I thought I had it right.
Okay, open this, open it up.
All right, hold on. Let me put another pin in it.
I've got a little tip on each side.
Hold on. You know me and pins and straight
It's
lines.
okay.
So we'll be here for a while.
It's okay.
All right, that looks better.
First piece out of the gate, and I'm a little bit off, so I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the seam.
So do you have a?
You will have a little bit left on each side.
On three sides?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think I got it right. I'll let you know in 2 seconds.
If you're not happy, when you put your seam in, rip it out. And I got a wee little bit off because I want them to line up. And even though I had it pinned when I showed you that side pin, I did not repin my corner. And that's where I messed up. So I'm in there. And I'm in there.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Did you get it?
Oh, hold on.
So when you get this far, you're going to go ahead and pull your paper out. But before you do, you're going to want to make sure that you open the block. And when you lay your fabric down, like right here, all of these should line up. Before you ever rip that paper, make sure that either way you flip this, that's why you've got these little lines. You're going to make sure those lines line up. It's a little extra marking for you. So I know this piece is done right, and I'll go ahead and pull that paper. And now is the time, because there's a lot of little pieces here, to go ahead and get all of those little ones out. So if you've got little ones, you don't want to wait until your project is done and go back in and rip. Just go ahead and take them out now. Let me move this down here. And I'm going to open the seam up. My little tiny iron took a nosedive and went to iron heaven last night. So I'm going to be using my big iron today and ironing left-handed. So God help all of my fingers. So now I know that's in and I'm lined up exactly at both these peaks where I need to be. So I'm going to take a second, an acorn pen, give it a little bit of juice because I want it to stay flat every step of the way. Going to go ahead and give it some heat, love. And while I'm waiting on Day, I'm going to lay my clapper on it.
We'll be here till 2 o'clock.
It's okay. Rome was not built in a day, and we're not on any rush.
Do you press your seams open?
Yes, ma'am. Every one of these, you will press your seam open.
Okay. Is it supposed to look like this?
Should look like this. Let me lay it here so you can see mine. You're going to have little tidbits here along the way. It looks like it's got extra wings. You should have this piece here. Day right here. You should have these here that line up. And that's just your shading unit. As long as you're lined up right there and right there, you're golden. Take your scissors after you press it and clip these little pieces off.
The one on each edge?
Yes, you do not need these.
All right, hold on a second. Just want to make sure. Looks like I'm on the line on both sides. That in its own is a miracle. But I don't think are on the right and the left are the big piece on the left.
Yep.
And the top the top piece on the right, are those supposed to be right on each end or no?
Look down here, Day. Lay yours down. Look down at the table. When you should have your triangle and it all should line up into the form of a triangle. Is that what you have?
I'm off just a tad on the top.
Is it going to bother you? Is it a wee little bit? When you open it up, you'll see it's really important that these markers on the inside match up. So if you're off on those,
It looks good.
If they look good, then you just press it out and
Pull
move
the
on.
seam and press it.
Yep.
Pull the paper and press. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, if it's off a little bit, it ain't gonna hurt me none.
Okay.
We'll be here all day if you're waiting for me. If you're waiting for me to get it all the way straight, we'll be here all day.
You're good. So the next little piece that we're going to be joining is, let's go up here to the mapping. We've got B. We've got to get part B. So right here is our B. And here's what we just made. So we're going to lay these here and you're going to see how they're going to line up. Marie Johns, hello, sweetheart. Zandra, hello. Papu is in the house. Greenland Quilters telling everyone hello. And for those that don't know, Donna has started a sewing channel. So I believe if you go back up into the chat, Saturday is going to be the first live. So you're going to want to slip over there and give it a look-see. So while I'm waiting on Day, I'm going to just point out these pivotal points. You're going to look at your mapping. And right now we're here at B and we're joining the D and the C. So all of these parts right here will make this section right here in this quadrant. So you've got your part laid out. Day, are you ready to move on?
Yeah, did you say to trim off those two little sides?
Yeah, just look at them like little ears.
Okay. Okay, now
Now you're going to get
the big piece.
A1B.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very bottom, look at the way I've got mine. So you're putting it in right. You've got your line on the right.
Right.
At the bottom, you're going to see OE on the left-hand corner when you lay it down. Because you're not going to be able to see under this pressing line. Do you see what I'm showing you? You're going to lay them belly down. Just lay them belly down.
Belly down.
And then all you're going to do is take your piece and line it up with this outside edge.
Okay, so the A1C is kind of looking up.
Yeah, the A1C is going to be at the top of the block joining to part 6 and 7, if that helps you.
Yep, I got it. Okay. Now just turn
Okay,
it.
now you're going to pick them up and pin them together right there.
Okay. Good Lord.
You ain't seen nothing yet, girl. You got this. So make sure that your pin marks are in. Then come to your other ends. Everything's nice and snug and flat. And stick your pin in. And it should come right to the corner. Remember, when you're joining parts,
There's the operative word. Should.
keyword should. If not, you're just going to have to keep fooling with it until you get it lined up. Now I've got both of mine pinned in place. I want to check both sides to make sure that I'm flush right here. You want to make sure that your gray line is on both sides. You got this, Day. Everybody's cheering you on.
I'm cheering you on, but.
And if you feel you need to, just put a clip in it too. Sheila Grimes, hello, and welcome to the channel today. Mine slipped as soon as I picked it up. Joe's like, girls, that is tedious.
Oh, shoot. For lack of a better word.
Slow and steady, you got this. Hello, Becky, and welcome, honey. Just feed it through really slow. And pull your pin. So straight off to the end. Before I ever do anything, I make sure my line is straight. I'm going to come over here and my line looks good. But the key tell pivotal point is when you open it up. And if your seams line up. If you're lined up here and you're lined up here, you're golden. So I feel confident they line up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my paper. Snip off any extra threads because you won't need those. Make sure you have your tweezers handy. And anybody that tells you paper piecing is fast, it is not. But the end results are amazing. Just take your time. Don't get flustered. So now I've got my pieces together. I've stripped my seam and I'm going to finger press it down. And then I'm going to come over and open the seam up. So you just got to find where your two pieces joined. And start walking that in. Just give it a little finger love in there and heat the seam up. My legit mushroom ship should be here on Saturday. Yay, Marie. I'm so happy for you. If you need any help with it, you've got my email, or I can bring you on a Zoom and help you. And then just heat the seam. I would buy every stinking legit kit if Joe would allow it. I just dearly love legit kits. I love the ease of the way everything reads as you're building it out. There are blocks that'll challenge you, but that challenge is going to make you up one more level as you're learning to hone your skills and get to the level of quilting that you want. Donna Delia seems to be struggling. You may be going too fast for her. I'm waiting on her, honey. I'm waiting.
Don't worry about me.
Nope, no one gets left behind. I'm just heating my seam and waiting. There is no rush here. So now you're going to heat the seam and continue to keep it as flat as you can as you're building your block out. Are you doing this with fabric from your stash, or did the fabric pack from legit kits? Some of the tools, yes, this is from my stash, Beck. And by the way, Beck's in the house and she's telling everyone hello today. Nope.
Hey, Donna,
Yep.
on the bottom right,
Okay.
do you just do the, where the little diamond shape is?
Yes, the little diamond shape.
Do you just pin that pin to the black line? Because it ain't going to go all the way up to the other end.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
What you're going to do is get your pins in each corner, Day. You're going to slide it up and just
I don't have enough room on that one corner. I only have up to the diamond shape on each end.
Can you hold it up to the camera so I can see better? Over to the camera. Okay. Put a pin straight in on both corners first. Do that. You're going to have a buckle in the middle.
But there's nothing to pin to on the very edge. See what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Let me see that.
Over in front of the camera, right there. You're hooking them to 6 and 7, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But on this side right here.
Is your gray line lining up?
Not all, I mean, see it right there?
Oh. Look here, Dag. Yeah. What I did was stuck a pin in each corner first.
But I don't have
the inside's not going to matter. Just trust the process.
No, I know, but I don't have, like, it's not coming all the way to the edge. See what I'm saying?
I don't know why.
Right, see? Or maybe should I pin maybe from that side first, maybe?
It's okay.
Yeah. Let me try pinning from that side first.
Right.
Because I'm hanging on the other end a little bit. All right, hold on. I'm a slow learner, what can I tell you?
It's okay. Marie Johns, unfortunately, I have to finish cleaning, so I'll be back later. Have fun. Happy cleaning, sweetheart. What will this look like when it's done? Let me show you. This is what it looks like as we're building it. And let me get the picture of it. And this is what it'll look like when it's done. All the ones that are sewing along on the back end or with or email, we've all opted this time around. We were pulling from our stash so that we could see. I believe there's Sassy Stephanie is the only one that ordered the kit in its entirety. So her colors will be exactly as you see here. When we get all of these done, and we're looking at mid to late November, I would love to have everybody's, and then I'll have Joe put like a memoirs of a long arm quilter, and Delia and Susie's and mine, and everybody that's doing this, we'll put a little tag on it and line them all up so you can see. You can buy just a PDF from Legit Kit and pull from your stash. Is it going to be challenging? Absolutely. I highly recommend you buy their kit, but I'm showing myself that I can go out of my comfort zone and make this. This is going to be my background. So you can see what this looks like all the way around. But all of this is going to be all of these different shadings. And then the owl's going to end up in the center. So how cool is that? I'm trying something and I'm going to see how it works. If I can tell you guys, it's okay, go ahead. You got this. Then I have to be able to do it as well. Kind of a hard one to begin with. Anybody that's new to FPP, I would recommend Sail Away if you're doing legit kits. Vortex was an easy one, but that was a box of the month that runs for the calendar year. The next one would be, let me see. They've got it on sale right now, so I don't want to misspeak. Sail Away is a fabulous beginner one. The next one I would recommend after Sail Away, honestly, and it is, I don't want to misspeak, the Autumn Fox. It's got a lot of big pieces, and right around the snout is going to be your smallest from the looks of the picture. And Papu, start with a small one, but it's not hard. Just beginning takes longer until you get the hang of it. Once you get into the swing of how the lines need to line up, the rest will come into place really easy. And I highly recommend anybody, if you're interested in legit kits and you're unsure, remember they do have 100% money back guarantee. If you are not satisfied and you get your kit and you feel overwhelmed and you've reached out to one of the creators, or you've reached out to the office, or you've reached out to Mike himself, and you've tried and you just, it's too much, then they'll buy it back. So it's 100% money back guarantee. I'm doing the Vortex. That's why I'm saying this one may be harder. Oh, absolutely, Miss Pat. Each one I do, I like to do a little bit harder because I want to challenge myself. And I take my girls down with me.
You have dummies like me that say, okay, I can do this.
You can do this. All you got to remember is you can do this. Thank you, Joe. Oh, thanks, honey, for dropping his link.
Now, do you go right over your seam too? Your press seam?
I do.
Okay.
I go straight across. I even go into the sides here, Day. It's okay. It's just going to help secure. Sew off when you're joining those. Sew off.
All right, hold on. Put this stupid pin out. I am a clumsy sewer, so.
Me too. Welcome to Donna's world, where all things are quite possible. And you're going to see this is going to come together so fast.
Oh, okay, I set it off a little off, but
And that's okay. That is okay.
I don't think it's right. Does yours turn yours over, Donna? Let me see something. Because I didn't. No, mine didn't. I'm off.
Which way do you want it, baby? Now, this piece that's hanging over, you got to realize that's going to be lost in the seam allowances.
No, but I'm short. Look. I don't know what the heck I did wrong there.
I do not know. You laid it down wrong. That's
Did
all
I?
you did. That's it. Mission accomplished. Pull it out and we'll do it again. This is a teaching channel for this, and this we are doing just that. So, Day, you're not clumsy. You're just doing things your own way, Susie says. Janine chuckling. Your girl team in the back end, they're cheering you on. You got this. So far we have done this section here. And it is pieced. You have joined together B1, A1B to D and C. So we have this section of this built out already. So this is done for all intents purposes, done. So the next block day, I'm still going to just sit here.
No, go ahead, Donna. Go ahead.
Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is E to F. The way it's worded sounds like you need to put E at the bottom and F at the top. That's not correct. What you need to do is follow your assembly guide, and your assembly guide right here shows you that this is going to be a bottom corner. So you really want to follow your directions here. So right here is where that's going to cut off, and you're starting to make your block. So right here is your E, and this is your F. So we're going to put these bellies together, and as you can see how these need to line up. This is really important on this part. So when I join these, the ultimate goal is that lines up there, and this one lines up here. So we're going to flip them together. You're going to see these black lines here.
Why is it that
And you're going to see the same ones here. We got to focus, and we will be doing some pinning and do a little bit of manipulation when we get there. So you're going to turn it over, and you're going to put your pin in the back, and you're going to put your pin here in the fronts. And I'm just going to put that pin in at an angle so it'll hold that block steady. Then I'm going to get this corner. As you can see, this is going to be quite bulky for just a moment. And we're going to stick a pin in the corner here. And then we're going to come up here, flip it over, and stick a pin in it. You want to make sure that you're getting exactly as close to where you need to as possible. So I put my pins at an angle for right now. I want to look here to where my lineups are because it's really important. These guys have to line up. So I'm going to come over here and make sure that my lines are lined up. And then I'm going to do a little trick that a friend showed me. And I'm going to put a pin here. And you can imagine this pin being a sew line. So you don't have to have a date with Jack. You're just going to imagine you sewed this in. That's one way of knowing whether you've got it where you want it without actually sewing.
Oh,
I'm not doing this one just watching. Want to do shrooms next. Hang on the vortex, but it looks like some dating with Jack. It's so fun. It is. It totally is.
Okay, question. So I
Yep.
sew on the A1B side, not the little side.
Right.
That's what I did wrong because
Your
I
listen to me.
sold
Your
sold
your D should be all the way where it says OE day. Look here. This should be in the bottom corner.
right. No, and that's how I had it. But
Is it lining up now?
yes, and I had it right. My question is, do I sew on the A1C side or on the 6 and 7 side?
It's not going to matter. As long as you got both those sides lined up, it doesn't matter because that line's going to be the same whether it's on the front or the back side.
Oh, dang, I had it, but when I turn it over, it doesn't line up. All right.
So
let me try.
I'm going to pull this pin out and just gently open this seam. I want to make sure that my lines are going to line up right here. And I can see that they're not going to, which would have given me a wonderful date with Jack. So I'm going to wiggle it down just a smidge so I have those lined up. And I want to make sure that they don't get moved. So I'm going to stick a pin in it. And here is where you're going to have to manipulate just a smidge. Put your pin back in and wiggle this line over here. And pull it tight. And that's going to help take all of that bulk out of over here. As you're sewing it, you're going to want to press it down and repin here and make sure that everything is lined up. And we are lined up. So I'm going to clip here because I really want everything to line up the first go around. So I've got it pinned in place. So I'll wait on day. Jackie, take your time, and day by day it will come together. Absolutely. I love FPP. I know on off days not to even attempt it. It'll just absolutely little bites at a time. That's how you would eat an elephant, one bite at a time. I tell everybody that's doing FPP, baby steps. We've got a timeline built in for this pattern just to keep us on track. When I made this timeline, I knew we were going to have hard blocks because we've got a lot of new subscribers to the FPP. Tentative goal is November the 11th to be finished. Do I believe that we're going to hit that goal? No, I believe this will carry through possibly to December, but that's okay. We're going to do one block at a time until we get it all together. Jackie D, Susie Gabbard, I know I take care of my dad. So when he is having an off day, I don't want to do any sewing today. I have a sinus migraine, crazy weather. We are having absolutely. Hello, Julie's in the house. Hello, Julie. Not home, but wanted to stop in and say hi. Hi, Miss Julie. We love you. Line it up day on the fabric side to make sure you have it on the right side. Right sides together and then pin. Yes.
Right.
Yep, you got it. Yep, you've got it, girl. No, all you have to do is trust the process and sew the line.
I'm not gonna have to pull any seams. There's gonna be enough holes and it'll fall off by itself.
Come on, have faith, girl. Have faith. You can do it. So, like I said, we've got this one lined up. We've took special care to make sure all of our markers, the lines here are lined up. I've took the care to open the seam and make sure that they're lined up. My end caps are lined up and I've pinned in the center so it does not shift. So let's get this one sewed in. Stay true to your 1/4 inch. Stay on the left side of your gray line. And as you get close to your pin, go ahead and pull it out. And you have my thumbs up, so didn't forget to give out. Thank you, Jules. So now that I've got it in place, I want to open it up. And you're going to see that since I took the extra time right here to line these up, I feel pretty confident that this lines up nice and these. So now I'm going to play the, oh no, did it work? Yes, I'm lined up here and I'm lined up here. All of my lines are good. So now I can pick this one out. And how's it doing, Day?
Hey, we'll see in a minute.
Before you pull the paper, check your seam, open it up.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta finish sewing it on. I don't pick anything until I'm done. Like I said, I got enough holes in it. It'll pin it. It'll come undone all by itself.
Right.
Oh, I'm still off. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
How much are you off? A lot or a little?
Oh, about a 1/4 inch on the one end. Look.
That does not make sense. Give me a second here, Dave. Send me a picture of that front and back. Send it to my cell because we're going to fix it before I move on. Because this is where we learn.
I have a feeling.
Just press it flat so I can see the front. It's okay. It's not going to hurt it. But this is where we learn, babe. So for a second, guys, I'm going to stop the block so that I can help Day and see what she's sending me. How you doing, Susie? Got your email. So I'm waiting on that to come in. Are you texting, babe?
I'm sending them to you now. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just sent you what mine looks like up close. That way we're looking at it together. Okay, Day, easy fix. Pop your seam. Pull your seam out.
All right, hold on.
This is going to be really easy. And this can happen to anybody. And I've seen it happen to where they go ahead and move forward and build their quilt, and then they have to rip it back out. So now's the time to do it. You're doing fine, Day, and no doubt someone else is having the same struggles as you. Absolutely. So it's better to look at it now and fix it.
And this is one of the easy blocks.
It's okay. It is a-okay. This is where we learn, and the struggles are real sometimes. And just because we have the template doesn't mean that some blocks are going to have the C sitting sideways. Some of them's going to have the F upside down. You don't know until you're working your way through the project. Baste first if you need to, Day. Absolutely. I look like Sept the pup. The girl needs a haircut. I need a manicure.
Hey, I need that myself.
Absolutely. We should live closer. We go together. I agree, Janine. It's good to know how to fix a mistake. Gotta learn. Absolutely. I don't know how many times when I first started putting their kids together, I had dates with Jack the Ripper, and I was not happy by any means. So trust the process. This happens to everybody. It's not just a one-time thing. This will happen during your time of learning to put these together. And if anybody says they've ever put a kit together and never had to pick up a Jack, then introduce them to me because I want to meet them. You got this, babe. Tell you, you've got this, lady. Some days are just more of a struggle than others, especially when you're doing a pattern that has small pieces. Absolutely. We talked about this block before the live, and we said we would attempt to get to block 2. I'm not sure. We're going to focus until I'm sure that everybody knows how to do this. Do you ever glue based on FPP? I choose not to. I have on another kit that I had done, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it when it came time to pick it out, and some of the glue would stick. I didn't like it. I had to rip my very first seam on Vortex. It happens to all of us. We're human. So Dave, now
Okay,
you've
we're
got it
good.
all. You're good. Okay, press them both flat again. Just give them a little bit of heat, love. What you did was an easy fix. You had your 3 facing me, like facing you, if you were sitting in front of it. You just had your block turned wrong. That's it.
Again?
It's okay. What you need to do is look at my picture I sent you.
Okay, hold on. A1B.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
so-
going to have where you see A1D is going to be closest to you at the bottom. And that OE under it right here, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I knew the light bulb moment. I couldn't wait to see it. Do you
Number
see
3. Number 3 goes on the top.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
It's okay. It is A-okay. You're going to have that 3 in the top left, and then you're going to have A1C in the
on the
top
top
right. Yep.
For gosh sakes. And then, so then do you have a point coming out on the other end?
Yes, that's the ones that we snipped off.
Okay. Good Lord.
Baby girl, it's okay. This is learning. And I tell you right now, you're doing fabulous. You showed up today, right? You're doing good. You're doing good. So now, I've got the A1F and the AE joined together. The next step is mark that off of my list up here. So you're going to take EF to G. So that's going to be the next move for me. So all you're going to do is lay your body parts face down, and you're going to pick them up like this and join them together.
I'm going to blame my issue on, what do they call that when you dyslexic?
Dyslexia. Your dyslexia today.
My dyslexia.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Jersey has to go get ready for church. Thank you, Jersey, for hopping in. And Janine, that looks fabulous. Janine's working on the back end, and she has done a fabulous job. I got the hang of it, heading back to work now. Thanks, Janine, for showing me your homework. So now all we're going to do is get these little tiny pins through all of this heavy fabric down here. And Dave's like, what? What? And make sure your seams do line up. And if you take the time now, it's like magic. It's all gonna come together. Wiggle these in place. And then I want to make sure that my little quilt sandwich right here stays in place. So I'm just going to clip this and lay it flat for a second. Move my cell phone out of the way. Donna and friends, I have to say goodbye until next time. I have to be somewhere. Have fun. Have fun, Susie, and learn tons. I can't wait to hear about your experience today. So now I'm going to join these and go really slow. And get this one in. And then I'm not leaving Day behind. I'm just moving forward, and I will help her every step.
Don't worry about me. I'll get there.
We are a team. Together, everybody achieves more. So we do it together. So before you ever rip your paper, I highly recommend that you take this line and make sure your lines are lining up. Bring it over and do the same thing on both sides. Either way you go, it should line up. And that's going to be a saving grace when you're getting into the littler pieces. Just making sure you take that extra second, make sure they line up. And I'd like to take a second and thank everyone that has joined us today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to heat the seam. Make sure that when you're doing your FPPP, if you have loose strings, now's the time to really catch those and get those puppies off there. You'll be thankful in the end when the quilt is complete.
Good Lord.
It's okay. It is A-okay. You got this. You have got this.
I think I did.
I know. Oh, how jealous I am. I would love to see that. Glad you're doing well. Sorry. Wait a minute. So sorry I missed your question, Papu. I'm good. I missed your question because I'm writing a blog about last night's Northern Lights. And now the acorn pen is heating it up. And let it rest on your seam. How's it looking, kid?
Looking good. I'm getting ready to press my seam.
Awesome.
I don't know about anybody else. Looks okay to me.
That's all that matters.
Never said he was going to be a perfect owl.
Hydrate and stretch time, Karen says. Stand and stretch. I love how these are lining up. Just perfect. Love it, love it, love it.
All right. Is that how it's supposed to look?
Bingo. Bingo. Touch. What is it? Poof. Touchdown. You got it. You got it. Thank you for not giving up.
Good Lord.
It's all a matter of turning your block the right way.
And that's, I would have it right. And then when I go, I'd flip it.
Right. And it's okay. That's what happens. I am sending you a picture of the next couple sections so you're going to be able to see it. When you lay it down, you're going to see how this one needs to lay in day.
All right.
And that'll help you so you don't get hung up. See if that helps.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Yay, Dahlia. Everybody's giving you yay, Dahlia. My Michigan girl. Absolutely. Carol, hello, everyone. First time catching a live. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Always a lot of stuff going on over here. You never know what you're going to get. Today, we are teaching legit kit pattern. And I'm showing how we're going to line this puppy up. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot left to it. So what I'm going to do now is per the directions, I've joined these two. So I'm going to go ahead now and mark those off. So my EF to my G is now complete. So I'm going to take all of that one section and I'm going to marry it to the next. So these two are going to have a nice time. So what I'm going to do is lay them like this. I know this line has got to match there. So what I want to do is belly down. And exactly where I want that to line up, is right where I'm going to give myself just a little marker before I start wiggling my ends in. I just want to see if I'm lined up right. When you've joined a lot of pieces together, sometimes things are going to get all askew. Take your time and don't worry about it. It's okay. Just take your time. That's the key. This is not a kit that is meant to drive you batty by any means. It's supposed to be fun. And Day is living the fun life with me.
Woo, I'm living the dream.
You took one for all the other students who said, I'm not doing it today.
Right?
They
Should
left you hanging. They left you
hanging. I owe you one too.
Yeah. Mean girls. How rude. Joe said he's doing the grading for them. They're all getting Fs.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
So now I've got this one lined up and we're going to move forward with the next section. Day, does the pictures help that way, babe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I think they're more clear than the pattern because the pattern, it's hard to see. Donna's Stitches. Good afternoon, Donna and fellow quilters. Hello, 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 and welcome. And just stay true to your 1/4 inch. And Day, trust me, we all have those dates. And they're ones we don't like to have.
Hey, don't bother me any. Got nothing else to do.
Exactly. So now I'm going to lay this down. I'm confident with the way that lined up, and I'm confident here. So I'll flip it over and see if it looks good here before I ever pull my paper. I'm really good right there. So I'm comfortable with this. So I'll go ahead and pull my paper. Joe's going to wonder where I went tonight. I'm going to disappear for several hours. I'm going to get myself pampered up.
I don't blame you. I tried to get a haircut and my girl didn't see my message for like
Yeah,
3
it
days.
happens.
Took care of that. So this girl will be getting a cut when I get to Charleston.
Yeah. You can swing by here.
There
I'll
you go.
take care of it. I'll take care of it.
That's what I told Paul. Hey,
Can I share blessed news? Hold on. Someone's got, let me see. Great. Can I see? Let me see. Donna, good afternoon, Donna and fellow. Donna, sure, go ahead, honey. She'd like to share some news. So Donna, feel free. And make sure you're getting all this extra paper out now. And it looks really tedious, but I'm telling you, you'll be thankful that you did. This channel is all about sharing and caring. And I don't mean being a Karen. And just press your seams, get them lined up. Okay, my great-granddaughter was diagnosed with cancer last week. The biopsy came back malignant. We prayed all week, and this week it's totally gone. Now I call that a blessing from God.
God bless.
Absolutely. You can't tell me there's not power in prayer. That is a walking, talking, living miracle.
God bless.
And thank you for sharing that. Yep, absolutely. That is fabulous, Donna. I could sit here and cry. That is really good news.
Was the top gonna be off a little bit?
Very, very little. Very, very little. Pull it over. Okay, when you fold those seams, listen, when you're lining your seams up, you got your gray lines, right?
Yeah.
And snip that off and be done. You're good. You're golden.
Hallelujah.
You got this. I think tonight in our Sew It Seams group, we'll do block 2. I'll do some of it here with us, but tonight we'll wrap that up with some posts in our group.
Well, my sewing machine will probably be up, so I will be watching.
Right. But even though you're traveling, you know, I'm a call away.
Yep.
Girl going missing. Dahlia's traveling the world.
One of these days, traveling the world, maybe. Right now, traveling to Charleston.
You got this. Congrats, Donna Stitches. That's a miracle all in its own. Sending tons of hugs, loves, and prayers. Absolutely. I think that is fabulous. Absolutely. Now, where I thought it would line straight up this go around, it didn't. I lined it up with the paper instead of the corner. And that goes to show that when we're using our add a quarter ruler, it can still be off a wee little bit because our ruler's moved or we've cut short. So make sure you're double checking to make sure all of your fabric is in these little nooks and crannies. And we're just going to keep this seam line going. Before you ever strip your papers, make sure that you're lined up in the fronts and the back. Now, when I lay it flat, I've got my corners here. They're lined up. I go across the top. When I fold it back in, same thing. I'm good with tearing this paper. They have aggravated you enough yet today?
Not yet. I'll let you know. Okay, now. AF to AG. So AG goes like that. That. Okay.
Then you're going to open your seam. Feed it up there. Acorn juice to make it stay flat. Flat, flat, flat. My bed is calling my name between the hubby and the animals. They pushed me out of bed at 6 a.m. this morning. Oh my goodness, Rebel. Go get some rest. Rest is best. So it's pressed flats. And before I ever trim, I like to make sure that it's really warmed up in flats. All of my pins are now out of it. And I've got my add a quarter ruler. And I'm going to use not add a quarter, but my legit kit ruler. That way I can keep everything lined up. If I don't lose any of the parts for the next block, we'll be doing really well. So you're going to line your corners up corner to corner and lay it straight in. If all is well, your block will line straight up. And before I ever trim, I make sure that everything is lined up. And this will stick to your paper. There. And all I'm doing, it's getting a little scant off where the little dog ear is. Got a wee little dab there. That'll drive me silly. There's the block in its entirety, ready to go into its sleeve. So I like to put them back in their sleeves until we're ready to get it together. Hold the press, Donna. That's a ruler just for legit. Absolutely. I thought I showed this on the channel, honey. I'm sorry. Donnell, yeah.
You did.
This is an official 7.5 by 10-inch ruler. Legit kit. I believe it was like $19. You'd have to go over to their site, use my affiliate link if you would, and check all of the goodness. This is their first one that they've used. It's standard. It is, you can lay your blocks down on them, no more wonky blocks. And if everything come in, as you can see, I had this much to trim off of it right there. That's how much I ended up trimming off. Everything lined up extremely well. So what I do when I'm doing a big project like this and leading it is I like to keep everything in its sleeve in its entirety until we get all of the blocks built. Normally with a legit kit, you would do block A1, A2, B1, B2, build that quadrant. Then you would go to your next quadrant. I am choosing not to do that because if we have latecomers coming in, I want to be able to pull the block, take a picture of the back and send it to them. Their back is going to look like this. This here, sometimes the numbers are so close, they're hard to see. So it's easier to just, even though you're following your key code over here and your picture guide here, sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words when you see it all come together. I will keep this diagram with the kit until it's completely finished. Going shopping after work today, LOL, there goes my money. Go shopping, I'm not kidding, they're having a big sale, Donnell. Use my affiliate link, save it in your phone. I'll humbly appreciate it. Means everything to us, and it lets legit know that you got your information and sent there by me. And the more that we send along, we do get a little something back. And it lets them know that we're out there pushing and informing others of their channel. So there you go. So let me get that up there. Donnell, if you want to save that in your phone, they have a very large sale going on right now through Sunday. And those that are coming in late, you're getting $99 off of your quilt top kits. They normally are $4.99. They're on sale normally about $3.99. They're taking an additional $99 off. So you'll be able to get select quilt tops at $300. Now I call that a steal. I might have to go shopping after I'm done today. The Easy Rider, if you're into motorcycles, they've got it. They got Larry the Deviant that's going to be on sale. Legit caribou. I would love to do that caribou. I'm telling you, I'm jonesing. And that fox. I love animals. And then their smaller quilt tops are $59 off each one. And these fabric panels are just darling. I love fabric panels. So I would love to make a jacket and use a few of the panels on it. I think that would be like a walking billboard that says legit kids. But I love the flowers. I love all flowers. So if you're interested, my link is there. Please save it in your device. Anytime you go over to Legit Kit, that lets them know that I did send you. The ruler is a game changer. You do not need it. You can use your add a quarter ruler and trim all the way around your block in its entirety. I like this. At first, I was like, why do I need another ruler? I know how to cut. I know how to trim. Now it's just mindless. I've gotten in the habit. I leave it hang here on my design wall and I pull it down anytime that I'm working the kits. So anytime I want to make sure my block is square, and it makes it so much easier when you're piecing these together that it's all inclusive. So Day, how's it coming, baby girl?
I had to use Jack because he was off the line, but I think I got it now.
You got this.
In a second here. What do you think you have it? And the one part is so bulky because of all the.
That's what I told you. You're going to have to beat some of these seams into submission. So buy yourself a little rubber mallet.
I am when I get the Charleston.
Yep. Like right here, I've got a real good bulky one. And as flat as I've got it, I will go in there before I ever piece this quilt in its entirety, and I'll do some trimming out of that extra. So Day, I am taking a picture from above. Well, I can't do it from above. I got a glare. But this will show you how this one comes together. And it's a little more clear than all of the others. So I can file that one back. Do you mind if I go on to the second one for just a little?
Go ahead.
I won't get it done, but I will be able to.
No. Please go ahead. Don't worry about me.
Honey, we're a team. Together, we do this.
I know, but go ahead. I'm good.
All right. So the next block is the hardest block. There's no doubt for this pattern because you're working and getting around the eyes. And I want to say there's 2, maybe 3 hard or challenging blocks. I'll have dates with Jack on this one, and I anticipate that. So the easiest way to do it is always to lay out your diagram. I like to lay my parts out, matching the diagram as close as I can when I'm doing any of the legit kit patterns. So I'm going to lay this up here to make sure that I have not gotten anything askew and the dog has not ate any body parts of this little Hooter. These are laid aside because I can't fit them into the corner quite yet. So according to A12, I'm going to take A12 and A12C and join those together. So I'm going to take my B right here, and I've got to find my C, and it's right here. So I'm going to take these 2 parts and I'm going to lay them down like this, making sure you're always double checking your numbers. You're going to lay it over on its belly and you're going to put them in. It is always going to be a little challenging when you're getting into the smaller parts. Just breathe. Yep, that one's in. Anytime you need something to line up and you don't want to do a basting stitch, put a pin sideways in your line like this, and it acts as a basting pin. Pull your corner out and open your seam. My seam is lined up exactly where I would like it to be. So I say, let's see. And go ahead and sew it in. So now I'm going to open it up. It lines up there. So let's make sure the back lines up. It does there and it does there. So I am good to pick this seam out. My fingers get sore from picking paper. I do quite a bit of FPP because I need a group that's called FPP Addicts because we love FPP. And it's just fun. You get really accurate results. And even if you can't sew a straight line, and I struggle with that at times, you can get it.
That's me.
Yep. It's all of us, babe. We all have good days of straight lines and bad.
Okay,
So all you're going to do is heat your seam, lay it flat. And my little iron burned up and I'm struggling using this big one. So if you see big old blisters on my fingers, it's not the iron, it's the owner. And I do want that to lay flat. Becky, anyone else get an ad? Ads are running while I'm live. It shouldn't be. I've got it playing over here in front of me and I haven't seen it. But it doesn't mean YouTube hasn't done it. I've seen that happen on other channels. You're watching it and a quick ad go. So Becky, I'm sorry if that's happened. That is not on us. So I've got this. So I'm going to take my paper as I've showed you all along. So my B to my C is now complete. Yes, Jackie has also seen it. I didn't see it, but now I am. Yep. It's a quick ad. Yep. No, there should be no ads. And it was like a 15, I want to say 15 seconds, but it was probably more like it's new to YouTube thing. I'm sorry, guys. It is a YouTube thing. It is not a us. Okay. A, B, and D. So now I'm going to take my D and join this part. This is going to line up to that corner, not this one. So make sure that when you're lining these up, and these are going to have to line up. So use your pens. As I've said, every step, and you'll hear me a zillion times, is going to be your friends. Thank you, Sassy. It's a new thing to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. We humbly appreciate the ad in the middle of a segment. I don't know what we would do without them. What? Oh, I hope you guys are well. Susan. I honestly was. What, babe? Yeah, Katie is not one of my moderators, but she's picking up where Day normally does. I'm guessing. Welcoming everyone and thank you. I'm at a doctor's office with Sparky. Sarah Wilms, I did not see the ad. I guess it's hitting and missing, and I don't know what to say other than we're sorry. There's an additional adjustment you can make. We have already done that, Katie, so that this would not happen, but thank you. Becca could probably help you out. We don't need her help on this one. Joe's already, we watched what she had to do and make the adjustments the other night, and Joe's already went in, but I appreciate it. Yeah, Becca helps us anytime we need it. You're everybody's biggest cheerleader, Miss Katie. I think we've had our channel just a little longer. I didn't see anything. Did you find me on Instagram? The girls are trying to hook up there. Katie, you want to help Miss Pat? She's trying to find you on Instagram. Now what? How's it looking, Day?
I'm getting ready to do the A1, the next to last
Good.
part.
Good. You got this.
Good Lord. Who knew paper was so dang tough
We
to get?
wanted that thin paper.
I know it's a material.
I appreciate you hopping on with me and doing these.
Hey, no problem.
It's always fun. Fun, fun. This is not your idea of fun, but I'm loving it. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to take all of this magic and we're going to find the E. So E is next, and I believe E is going to go here according to our pattern here. So we're working in this section right now, and right here is E. So E is going to come at the bottom right there. So it's kind of like just lay it out, line it up, and fold it under. See if you have anything that needs to line up and pin it. Pull this one over, and I've got a string hanging in the way, so I want to make sure I pull that out now. And that one's lined up. So now I'm going to clip it in place. Make sure I wiggle this. Just because your paper is in place, you got to make sure your fabric is too. And line it up. Pull the pin, pull the clip, and run it down the seam. Heather's in the house, I think. No, I don't see her. So I've opened it up and I've made sure that everything is still lining up. And that's the way you're going to check all of your seams along the way. And just strip your paper out. And in the evenings, once you've done this, if you've not gotten all the paper out of your seams, I would highly recommend that you do go back and get it. You're going to be thankful in the end. According to YouTube, it's going to run ads for those non-premium participants during live. Now you can skip them and rejoin the live. Do what, babe? I don't know. Yeah, probably. We don't. The people watching do. First FPP was Vortex. Once a month wasn't enough for me, so I purchased the mini rose in deep dive. Working on the mini rose right now while watching. Well, welcome, Carol. What did you think of the Vortex so far? I'm telling you, it's fun and it's addictive. My first Vortex, as a tester, I was able to whip through that in a couple of days. And I loved every step of the process, watching it all come together. I loved it so much. My sewing group, So It Seems, and I'm sewing it up on my end, but they've all donated batiks. Am I saying it right, Dave? Batiks.
Yeah, batiks.
And we went to Quilt Retreat and laid it all out. And each month, as the pieces come, I'll sew the blocks together. I am behind on this month. When I printed them, I put them up there and I've just got to get those sewed together one evening when I'm on with the girls. It's going to be fun to see it all come together again in just shades of blue next. Ladies, I have enjoyed watching you sewing today. My body is fighting me right now, so I have to go take my meds and lay down. Everyone have a blessed day. Zandra, thank you for joining us, sweetheart. I humbly appreciate it. Means everything that you took your time to come watch. So now we've got E on. So we're going to take all of this now and we're going to find the F. So we're going to take the F over here on this side and we're building slow and steady. So all you're going to do is flip it over here. And it's really cool to watch. I can't help myself. It is cool to watch these grow. So we've got that in. So let's see if we can get it to line up. And I'm addicted. I can't wait to do the vortex again in another color wave. Absolutely. I'm telling you what, I loved the vortex. It was one of my favorites. But then every time I do a legit kit, it's my favorite. The muscle car, that was a blast to do. Now I'm working on a few other test kits and I'm loving all of those too. Tracy Louise is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Becca. I'll check it in just a minute. Is it at the business or the personal, honey? To make sure that you are checking your blocks. And I will have me a small iron again soon. Amazon Prime, don't fail me now, right? Business, no rush, just something to read later. Absolutely. Thanks, Beck.
Okay, that's better.
What'd you say, Dave?
I said that's better.
Now I can't wait to see it. You got me Jones and to see it all done. Hello, Teresa.
I'm halfway there.
You got this. I'm telling you. I am really liking this. I'm telling you. So far, so good. I ripped that paper off there accidentally, so it's going to look like it's all jacked up. So the G to the H. I can set that aside. My G to H. It's just these two pieces now. So we're going to put these bellies together. And you're going to line them up. Stick a pin in each corner. And that's all lined up. So according to my clip, everything is lined up. Becca, Teresa Louise told you hello, honey, in case you didn't hear. Teresa Louise, she's working and lurking as much as she can. So got that lined up. So now I'm going to press the seam open. It's really important with these smaller ones that you do get the seams pressed open. But if you can't manipulate it open, just let it go to its natural side. It's no sense in fighting with it, you know, but you're just going to have that bulk. And now that's lined up. So let me lay this puppy over here and see what's next. I'm going to go to the J next. So this is what I like about it. You're just working the process and you're building it into segments now. So this one is done for all intents purposes. This one's lined up. So we're going to go, this is our G, this is our H, and we're going to go to the I. And trust me when I say these little boogers are little. So I want to make sure that I have it in the right position. And right here, it's going to be challenging because it's got to meet up right here and here. So it's got little landing zones. So I'm going to make sure that I've got a pin in it right there first. Then I'll come over to the corners and make sure I've pinned it. A little tiny piece like this, you wouldn't think you needed to. It's just as important as the big ones. Looks like a little pin cushion, to be honest. Yep, they're all lined up. So I'll slide it in and just move forward. So I'm going to open it up and make sure that all of my lines are right and they're all lining up. And I'll do the same over here. You're in a really small section, so be careful before you rip your paper that you're getting it all in. And flip it over and repeat. Jackie is telling Teresa Louise, hello, hello. What are you working on today, Teresa Louise? I miss her coming and hanging out. Love it when she comes over here to visit. So we've got this seam heated up. We're going to face it the right way. And we're going to mark it off the list. Now we're going to get the J and join it on. So that's going to go down here in this little tiny corner right here. This is where this little piece is going to go. So stick a pin in it. That one lined up. And that one's lined up. Hi, Becca and Teresa Louise from Donna. We've got our corner. And seriously, keep your little snips or tweezers handy when you're FPP in it. You're going to be thankful you did. Trim that off. The more strings and things you can get out of your way, the better off you're going to be. So that wee little tidbit right there. It's crazy, but it's going to make a difference. Day, how's it going, babe?
Working on the last piece.
You got it. Now we've got this section and we're ready to join to the next. So we're going to take all of this magic here and join this little bit right there. Is that not crazy? It's all going to come together. It's going to look a little wonky for a minute because my strings, I pulled too much paper off, but it'll start to straighten up here in just a moment. So Susan never did say how she and Sparky are doing. I don't think she answered. Oh, they might have been called back to the doctor. Oh, good Lord.
Hey, I'm the one supposed to say, good Lord. You're not supposed to say that.
No, I'm in the middle of a live and I'm getting private messages. Katie, I cannot read your messages right now. I'm live. But thank you. I will read all of those messages after bed. But thank you for pointing it out right now. I'm trying to get this block together. Now you're going to open it up before you ever strip your seam and make sure that you're lining up. As you can see, they are still lining up in their entirety. Tucker Sewing and Quilting is in the house. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Tucker.
I hope you survived your birthday grand celebration. Linda Faust, hi Tucker. Greenland Quilter, oh my God, I wasn't asking you to read it now. Well, when my phone pings and it's from someone in the chat that tells me I need to read something, right, you know, I kind of got to make sure that it's not important. So I'm asking, let's not message while I'm live because it gets me off my. But I appreciate it and I will have a look, see. So as you can see, you're starting to get a lot of bulk here. You've got a knot. I will go back in this evening and trim all of that extra fabric out of there. I've got to heat that seam really well because it's not going to lay flat right now. Yeah, I did. The Nun 2 did not leave up to the, it didn't live up to the hype. Okay. I want to go see the one about the children. I can't remember the name of it, but it hasn't gotten up here where we live yet. It's about saving the children. I think that would be wonderful to see and eye-opening as well. Are you dating Mr. Jack again?
Yeah. I thought it was all set, but
It's okay. It is okay.
I get
I'm
one
good.
line straight, it's the other line that doesn't come out right.
Is it laid out the way that I showed you?
Oh no, I got the layout right. I sewed on the right on the one line, but the line behind it isn't. And I thought
Oh, okay.
I thought I had it pinned good too, but I'm off about less than 1/8 of an inch, but
That's okay. So my next one, I'm in the second column and I'm coming down. I will not get this block done today in its entirety, I don't think. But I will try to get a little further ahead. I'm going to take L to M, and that's in the center of the block. That now we're going to be getting around where the eyeball's going to be. So we're going to make sure that where it's got peaks and things, it needs to really line up good. So we're going to get this one in. Make sure you open it up before you ever strip your seams and continue to make sure that your lines are lining up. It's really important and it'll save you a heartache in the end. And then you're just gonna press it flat and start building the next section. We've got that one together. Now we're on to the next one. And I really like keeping these as flat as possible. As you know, these are going to be stored for a little bit, and I don't want anything to get jacked up. And I technically really should be leaving the clapper lay on them for just a bit. And I like to get on my threads because we're building the block right now. Okay, now I'm going to add the N. So as you're building into this section, as you can see, this is how tiny and minute this is all going to be. So right now I'm right here and I'm working my way down this corner, and there's probably, Day, what do you think? Like 20 pieces there in this little area.
yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of pieces in this little area. And in the end, it still has to come out square. So make sure that you do take your time as you're building it up. So my next one, like as I said, I marked them off. So if I have to step away, I don't have to figure out where I was. I know that's where I'm going to be. So now I have my M is here, and I'm going to bring this one up on this side. My N is going to come there, and I'm starting down the side. And pin. Where you're pinning, if there is a crease or a seam line, you're not going to be able to tell if you're lined up. So go to the opposite end and put your pin in there first. And that'll really help you.
All right, let's give this a go again.
Under the needle. Do what, baby girl?
Give it a go again. Yes. Like this.
You got this. I have faith in you. You are going to get that block done today. And I'll finish this one tonight.
Okay, throw that bulk in there. Pin that sucker.
Teresa Louise, did Susan ever say, I know she said she was at the doctor's with Sparky. Is he okay, baby? I haven't heard from her in a hot minute. Memoirs, are you sewing on your end, hun? Let me know how yours is going. I know she couldn't be on for a bit because of the internet. Trim my strings. Got my block too hot. O to P. I've got to see how these are going to go in. So following your guide. This was down in this little section. So before I ever sew it, I want to make sure that I've got this going in the right direction. And if you can't make out the numbers, go with your key codes. So this is my O, and I have my FG there, my DG here. So I want to make sure that my L is up. Just line them up. And go slow. Does anyone have a favorite sewing machine or a favorite stitch length when you're doing your FPP? Let's go there. Have heard from Susan. Okay. I hope it's good. Have heard from Sue. That must haven't heard probably. Unless I'm not reading it right. Thank you, Teresa Louise. Just strip your seam out. Make sure it's all lining up, and then we're going to heat it up. Haven't. Okay. Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah, I know she hasn't been herself. So just making sure she's okay. But I know in the chat earlier, she said she had Sparky at the doctor. So maybe it's a regular appointment. We can just hope for the best. Now we've got that one built. Q to R next. I'll get a couple more of these little pieces and then I'll let y'all go for the day. I want to wait on Day to get this block done. I am so stinking proud of you, Day.
Okay, I haven't maimed myself, so I'm good.
Hey, that's a good day then.
or drawn any blood.
No bloodshed. No one was harmed in the making of this video.
Right.
Okay, 1.3, 1.5, absolutely. Stitch length depends on the thread. When I use my favorite Interville thread, it's 1.5, absolutely. Teresa Louise, what's your favorite? Tucker, what's your favorite? When you're FPPing, and what's your favorite thread? Katie, what's yours when you're FPPing? I'm looking up through the chat. Anybody else? I'm not sure.
All right, let's try this.
Okay, Jackie, what thread do you use for FPP? I use Orifil. I use either white or dove gray. Because if I get it into a black section or something, I've seen enough tricks per se that you can use a highlighter or a marker and hide that white seam or the light seam. But when I'm FPPing, I like to be able to see how mine's coming together. So if I've got my stitch length too low, I'll be able to see that. So now it looks like we're going to build this section right here. Maybe. So where you got to read backwards, your Q and the R, the O and the P, these two. And I want to double check my layout here. My O, my Q, it should look like this. So I'm looking for my B right there, my SW, and make sure they're lined up, and then my Q. So as long as I've got those, I know I'm picking it up the right way and it's going to join. Okay, I haven't been using any ivory for more ortho. Oh, okay. I really like it. I don't get a lot of dust or lint. It's just my preferred. Remember, pin on the ends and clip in the center will help you. And before you do anything, open your seam and make sure that you're lining up. And do the same over here. If you're consistent with your 1/4 inch, and at times we all get off, I don't care who you are. I know I do. It might be a little askew at the bottom, but you can wiggle that in as you're moving along. 50 weight thread, absolute. Let me see. Courtney will be live tonight. I believe she's central. If one of the moderators could check that.
She's central.
Central. And I think she told us 5:30.
I don't know. I think 4:30.
4:30 central would be Eastern 5:30. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay. So if no one is busy this evening and would like to check her out, Courtney is doing her comeback tonight. And you can watch what all she's up to. I have no idea what her project is going to be, or if she's just sitting and chatting. I have absolutely no idea. But you want to slip over and give her a look. See, Susan's at the doctor with the hubby right now, so I'm not sure. I did not look prior to going live to see if she has something scheduled for tonight. Thursday is normally her live night, so you'll have to check out over there as well. So my OP and my QR are now added. So now my ST ST.
All right, I swear I had these lined up and I still don't sew on the line on the backside.
Did you line them up in the centers?
Yeah. I mean, it don't look bad, but I can tell, I think that one spot's supposed to line up with the back one side there.
Hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find two little tiny parts.
Oh no, do yours first.
It's okay. No. We're in this together. I'm
Do
just
yours.
trying to see how this piece goes because I don't want to jack it up.
No, that's fine.
I'm into the wee whittle pieces, the wee whittle ones. The
It's
T
all
is going
good.
on the left. S to the T. So I'm looking at the mapping. And the D3 14 piece should go here. And I'm telling you, I'm not sure on this one. Let me pin this day and I'll be right with you.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
It's down to where we're doing the wee little 1/2-inch blocks.
Do what you got to do.
Katie, I had to redo my account, see if it works now. Crazy, but I haven't been on there in a while. Do you have a channel for Courtney? Irish Sale Lady. Can someone drop Courtney's link? Joe's gonna do it. Yeah, it's Pieces, Love, and Quilting. If you like the content that she's got, subscribe. If not, no harm, no foul. You're just giving her a look-see. That's lined up. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, well, gotta run. Meeting a friend for lunch. All have fun. Thank you, Teresa Louise. We love you and thanks for hopping on.
How big are the blocks? How big do the blocks finish?
They should be 7.5
Mm-hmm.
by 10.5 by 10. 7.5 by 10.
Wow, mine comes out to 8.
It's okay. It's okay. All you gotta do is stay consistent. Stay consistent.
8 inches by like almost 10.5.
Okay, and that's at your gray. You have not trimmed it down yet.
No. No, but
Okay.
see right here. I think that's supposed to be. I think those two seams are supposed to match up.
It's your background,
Yeah.
so it'll be fine, baby.
Does that look all right?
Let me see. It's all the same background. So yeah, if you were blending a lot of different colors, I would say have a date with Jack. But all of your colors are the same and you can't really tell.
It looks okay to me.
I think it looks fine. Now all you do is press that seam flat as can be.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna take and trim all the way around that gray. You're gonna leave the gray line.
It's all gray line there. There ain't nothing to trim.
It's T to you. It's really important when you're doing these blocks that you're paying attention to your mapping. Because honestly, I was trying to look here and I was like, there is no way that's going to work. It's kind of like putting a jigsaw puzzle together.
I'm better at jigsaw puzzles.
You are fabulous at this, girl. You haven't accepted it yet. You got this. Embrace it. You'll love it. See, you are a whiz now at traditional. And after IFPP for a few patterns, I struggle with traditional. It's getting the
I'm still working
consistency.
on that 1/4 inch seam.
Nah. Teresa Lynch. Hey, girl. Hold on just a second. I think I might have a package. And I did not open. So hold tight, babe. Let me have this amazing date with my friend Jack. I pulled my pin and Jack wanted to be wined and dined for a moment.
Now you leave the gray. Don't you leave the gray all the way around it, right?
Yep.
I ain't got nothing to trim then.
In your block, we'll talk about offline.
Yeah.
Hold it up and let me have a look. See, you got it as flat as can be. Day, I am so proud of you. That looks amazing.
But how the heck does it come out 8 inches wide?
I don't have a clue, but I don't have a clue. And that's okay. That is.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. 8 by. Yep. A little over 10 inches. So I got the 10 inches right.
Hey, progress. Let me strip this seam. I'm going to open this bag and then we'll end here for today. By the time you see these blocks again from both of us, they will be put together in their entirety.
Yeah. Hopefully
this week
will come out better.
I'm struggling. The struggle's real. No, I'm kidding. It's coming out. It's just taking a little bit. Iris Sale Lady, I'm back. I went over to Courtney's channel and I'm still subscribed. Just haven't seen her in a while. I hope to see her live. Yeah, she has taken the summer off and she's coming back tonight. She stopped in at our So It Seems group and gave us the update, and she will be back. Is that how you say it? I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'm stopping there. I have a special package I need to do. I'm going to unplug this iron so that I don't walk out of here when I make my run to the next thing I've got to do today. Let me pull these off the table and I'll catch those tonight with you girls. And Teresa, here it is. Yay. Yes, Tucker. 7.5 by 10. 8. No. No. Tucker. Finish 7.5 by 10. Day. Try to measure it again. Your 1/4 inch is going to be out here, baby. I see what he's trying to show.
Okay, all right. So don't count my 1/4 inch.
No.
All right. So then, if I take a 1/2 inch off of it, it would be 7.5 by.
Okay, hold on. Let me measure the ruler. That way, we're all on the same page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10.5 is their ruler by 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, then okay. Then I guess I'm okay.
Day, you did good.
I'm a little less than 10.5, but I got the 8 on the mark.
Glad to see I'm not the only one wearing a sweatshirt. Absolute. So I've got a special package from one of our subscribers, Miss Teresa. She knows we're doing the project Dress a Girl, and I did put a plea out to our subscribers. Anybody that wants to make hair toes. Ooh, words are hard. Tie your hair into toes. Let me see you do that. Hair ties or scrunchies, please do. I did not know that when I got involved with this project that is also a need for these young ladies as well. And what we're going to be doing is hooking whatever comes into the dresses. So it'll be hooked to the pocket. And if it's a hairpiece, I'll affix it in the pocket. So when they stick their hand in, they're going to see there's a goodie. So let me show you what we got. Holy moly.
Wow.
Good.
Nice.
Thank you so much. And you are blessing so many littles. And look at all of the goodness. I could sit here and count them, but I'm not going to do that. You know how many you've sent. I'm going to lay them here. So far, I've got 4 dresses that I can hook these with, or I can send these in the box. Tell me your wishes. I can put these all in the box and put a little pin on each one. So the dresses that we've already submitted, these can be hooked to those. So let me know what your wishes are, Teresa. And I humbly appreciate it. I liked my date with my daughter better. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll put those right back there with everything else. There's 40. Do you want me to hook them to the dresses that I'm making between now and the end of the month, or the ones that do come in? Or do you want me to include it and send it down when we get down through the boxes? I can pin them to each that we've already turned in. Whatever you want. Do with what you want. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Teresa, they're beautiful. I humbly appreciate it. On behalf of Project Dress a Girl and Maudie, we do appreciate you. They are beautiful. So with all of that goodness being said, we ran over just a smidge today, and I do apologize for that. I got delayed running my jaws, you know. So you got, no, baby. No, you're good. So let's all wish Delia safe travels in her journey. She will be picking us up from different locations along the way, but she's traveling the next week or so. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers for traveling mercies for her and her husband. Take care, everyone. God bless and have a fabulous week.
See you, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.